Hi students, today we are going to discuss the biological section, the questions, right, especially the questions taken from our textbook, right. According to that, see the screen. Now, part of the human digestive system is found in figure. Answer the questions raised on it, right. A part of the digestion system. Name the part 1, 2, 3, 4, right. According to that, we have to select the uh, find out the organs, right. Here that is 1. This is indicate 1. And the second, that is here. Second, number second is here. Third and fourth. Especially there's a dark brown color organ, right. I will make the border of that. See, this is the big organ, big gland in our body, that is liver. Another organ, actually the certain part of that organ hide behind the uh, uh, liver, but you can find out the border here. Especially the shape is J, right. Then we can move it. You can find out the small part of that. Right. So I would like to separate by drawing borders, right. Here there was a, this is, and the duct of that, the duct came behind the duodenum, then okay, now we will indicate the number 1. Number 1, like the esophagus and the stomach and liver, bile duct, then bile duct connect with the pancreas. Pancreas behind the, mostly is hide by the stomach. So according to that, the number 1 is here. This is number 1. So we can write the number 1 is esophagus. Esophagus. Number 2, pancreas. Number 2, pancreas. Number 3, actually number 3 is a big gland in our body, that is called liver. Number 4, it is indicated in green color, that is gallbladder. Gallbladder. Students must aware of this because they will give in black and white picture in your exam paper. So you should aware of this part, right? Really, the liver indicate 3, then pancreas, right? Pancreas indicating 2, gallbladder, right? Gallbladder indicating 4, and 1, esophagus. This is esophagus, right? We know that this is stomach. Right? Anyway, we will move to next slide. So students must aware of the parts of digestion system. A part of the human digestive system is shown in the figure. Answer the question raised in the food that reach stomach. Name one enzymes that could be present it. When we see the question, we thought that is focus on stomach. When you read the question, see the question says in the food that reach stomach, name one enzymes that could be present in it. So if you focus on stomach, actually we would think about the enzymes secreting from the stomach, but they don't ask the answer, they don't ask the question about stomach. In the food that reaches amount, that means food already, right? Food, we eat food, that time the food have transferred from the mouth cavity, to stomach, right? From the mouth cavity to stomach. What happened when we eat food? When we eat food, this is food. When we eat food, it will move through the mouth cavity to esophagus. The question, they ask the question when it's reached this position, when it's reached the stomach, because this is stomach. Right? When it's in this position, the green color I have mentioned, they are asking the question in this position. When it's reached the stomach, so see again, I will read that in the food that reaches stomach, name one enzymes that could be present it. Students, you should know that, right? Students, you should know that they don't ask enzymes secreting from the stomach. What is they ask? When you eat food that is into the mouth cavity, from the mouth cavity to stomach. So when it's reached, when it's entered to the stomach, that time they stop that and focusing on the question. What is the question? What are the enzymes available when it's reached to the stomach? So, we have a salivary gland, the salivary gland secreting saliva, and saliva contain amylase, salivary amylase or ptyalin, which is mixed with the food, and it is going to some digestion, chemical digestion. After that, it is moved through the esophagus. Esophagus just transfer from here to there, right? Mouth cavity to stomach. So therefore, when enter the food into the stomach, that time it has amylase, salivary amylase. So here they are asking the question, when it's enter the stomach, what are the enzymes? So what is the main enzymes available in this? So therefore, we can write it the answer. The answer, what is? Salivary gland, right? Salivary gland. Salivary gland secrete salivary amylase, right? Salivary amylase. This is the answer, salivary amylase. Otherwise, ptyalin also same. Name the product of digestion that could be present in it. Actually, we know that what happened when the carbohydrate with amylase, what happened? It is converted as maltose, right? Maltose. Therefore, we can write that answer, that is maltose. What is that? Maltose. So this is the second question, that in the name the product of digestion that could be present in it. Next question. So you don't need to write the equation of this question, right? I just explain what is the carbohydrate, what that one converted as maltose, right? Name two enzymes which are added to the food in the stomach. Now they focusing the question. There are two enzymes, right? What is? Two enzymes. See, this is the stomach. This is stomach. There are two enzymes. It is secreting into the stomach. What are they? Pepsin. What is pepsin? Right? And renin. R-E-N-N-I-N. Students must aware of this, right? Here, you know that renin, R-E-N-N-I-N, that is secreting or product in the stomach. But in your textbook, you may see R-E-N-I-N. Actually, that kind of substance secreting in the kidney, that's kind of hormone. So if you read your textbook, you should change the spelling R-E-N-N-I-N. double N, IN, renin, right? Okay. Productions are digested partially in the stomach. Explain this using the changes that occur in the proteins. We already studied the digestion of proteins. We already studied the digestion of proteins because protein is a, what is protein? Is a polymer, right? Protein is the polymer. That means there are so many amino acids, they combine between them and make polymer, protein as a polymer, right? This is protein. The basic structural unit is amino acids. After that, it is changed as chains, like simple chains from the complex one. This is simple chain. Just for your study purpose, I have mentioned like this. The small chains can be, say, polypeptide, right? That means there are two amino acids, right? Two amino acids made by peptide bond. This is called peptide bond. Peptide chemical bond. So many chemical bond they are in the polypeptide. The polypeptides, it has poly mean many. So the peptide bonds, many peptides bonds available in the polypeptide. After that, what happened? This is converted as amino acids. This is amino acids. Amino acids. So here into the stomach, what happened? Into the stomach, what happened? Protein is going to convert as polypeptide. Protein which is converted as polypeptide. We can say they have mentioned partially. Partially mean that what is happened? Protein converted as polypeptide. Actually, the enzymes which is helped to convert this one, that enzyme is pepsin. That enzyme is pepsin. So pepsin enzymes make this reaction in the acidic medium. Acidic medium means HCl. That is not a enzyme. But that HCl is helped to give the acidic medium, hydrochloric acid, right? So here proteins are digested partially in the stomach. Explain this using the changes that occur in proteins. So we should say the digestion is not complete in the stomach. The digestion of protein is not complete in the stomach. So there are two questions they have asked in this number B, right? There are two questions. What are the questions? Right? Proteins are digested partially in the stomach. Explain this using the changes occur in proteins. right? So we should indicate the equation, right? What is protein say the reaction, what is polypeptide, sorry, this should be right. Polypeptides right. So by help of pepsin, enzymes, right? Then another function, the proteins are digested partially in the stomach, right? The another part of the functions occur here. What is the renin? Renin is the enzymes help to coagulate so the milk is going to coagulate because that also help to make the protein digestion of milk, so coagulates protein, right? So these are the functions occur. We have to explain this using, we have to mention what is protein is undergoing, protein is undergoing partially digested in the stomach, partially digested in the stomach. Okay, students, you should know that what is the protein as a polymer. Its the structural unit is, basic structural unit is amino acids. Those amino acids, there are 2 amino acids combined and make peptide bond. So many amino acids make polypeptide. So protein converted as polypeptide, then that peptide bond is going to break it and make amino acids. So protein to polypeptide specially start in the stomach, right? So we will study another enzymes also can make that reaction, right? We will move to the next question. Name the enzymes which are in the digestive juice of fluid secreted by the organ number 2 to duodenum. That means number 2, we should see the diagram. Here the number 2 indicate what? The number 2 indicate what? See the diagram. Number 2 is indicate pancreas. Number 2 indicate pancreas. So that is kind of gland. There are 2 glands involved in digestion system. There are liver, which are liver and pancreas. The questions they have asked the question, what is? The question is, name the enzymes which are in the digestive juice of fluid secreted by the organ number 2 to duodenum, right? So we should know that this is stomach, and we have find out the gland, that is pancreas, right? See the question now. Name the enzymes which are in the digestive juice, fluid secreted by organ number 2. So we would write the answer, right? We would write the answer trypsin, right? That's trypsin. And amylase, right? Trypsin and amylase. So the next one, B, name 2 secretion that influence lipid digestion, right? Lipid digestion. So lipid digestion means the lipid is not a polymer. Lipid is not a polymer, but the lipid particles, right? Say this is the lipid particles, lipid, right? Lipid particles. What happened? They initially converted as a small particles. Like a big solid is going to make some small droplet. So kind of substance which is help to convert that is bile, right? That is bile, B-I-L-E. After that, this is going to convert in 2 small chemical substance, right? That is lipidic acid and glycerol. Okay, there are small substance. It's a chemical substance. For that, there's a special enzymes called lipase. That special enzymes called lipase help to convert that. Here, name secretion, 2 secretion that influence in lipid digestion, right? That is lipase. So we should mention of that. Otherwise, we can mention the pancreas juice. We can mention pancreatic juice. Okay. So name 2 secretion that influence lipids digestion. Therefore, secretion mean it is produced by the organs, the substance produced by the organ. Therefore, we should write the answer. We should write the answer as juice. Say example, the pancreatic juice in the diagram. See that I have mentioned the arrow mark. Pancreatic juice secreted here. And the bile duct, it is close to the liver. The bile duct is secreted bile, right, to the duodenum. So this is the substance, this is the gland, so the part of that organ producing bile, and the pancreas, this is pancreas, Pancreas secrete what is that substance is pancreatic juice. That is pancreatic juice. Okay, pancreatic juice. Therefore, we should indicate that answer. They have asking secretion. Don't write lipase, because lipase is the small substance in the secretion, such as pancreatic juice contain lipase. But here, what did they ask? Name two secretion. Therefore, bile is the answer. Bile, first answer. And second one, pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice. Right? That is pancreatic juice. These are the two answers. Right? Okay. Name the organs from which they are secreted. Actually, in these positions, we should mention which organs secreted. So now, say bile secreted by what? Liver. Secreted the organ, no? They are asking the organ, right? Which is close to this. This is liver. So the organ is liver. Then pancreatic juice. That pancreatic juice secreted by pancreas. Secreted by pancreas. Okay, students, we will move to the next slide. So everything is clear. Gastric is a common disease of the digestive system. State 3 reasons for this disease. Gastrics mean what? Gastrics. Gastritis mean here the stomach. Actually, the stomach it's constructed by very thick wall than other part of the gut or digestional one. Very thick wall. Everyone know that there is a special muscles this here, but special thick muscles. Actually, we have find out the kind of muscles in the digestive system is smooth muscles. The smooth muscles specially constructed the stomach. But here there are special substance layout internal surface. We will study later the mucose. Mucose layers have find out. And very concentrated acid. Very concentrated acid. That means, you know that, hydrochloric acid. But the mucose layer have protected from this corrosion damage, but the hydrochloric acid, right, not that hydrochloric acid give acidic medium in the stomach. Then the enzymes pepsin, renin pepsin and renin also secreting in the stomach. when we eat food, those substances which are secreting in the stomach and it's help to digestion. But if we skipping to take the food, what happened? The secretions are there, but no food. The substances, the acidic substances, which are going to make some small damages inside of the stomach. The students must know what is when we normally we eat food, what happened when we eat food, the sensations there, according to that sensation, when it's reached to the stomach secreting acidic substance. If you miss to eat food or skipping food, the substances are there, we edited for to eat 3 times or 2 times or that time, what happened? The secretions are there, the acidic substances, which if we don't eat, what happened? It is going to contract itself, it is going to contract. If it is more, the rate of construction, when it's going to increase, we feel pain or feeling hungry. So therefore, we should eat food in time. If we don't eat food in time, what happened? The substances which are going to damage the system, maybe wound, ulcer. So we should eat food in time. We can avoid that gastritis. And the second one, don't eat more spicy food. Some people, they like chilies, right? So if you eat spicy food, lot of spicy food, they may damage your gut or digestion system. Another one, sometimes the acidic substances, say sometimes you know that soft drinks also, lemons, if you feel gastritis, try to avoid more acidic substances. Say vinegar, but sufficient, small amount is okay. More, that amount is acidic food. When we eat more acidic food, it may cause damage. You know, the soft drinks also having carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide, carbonic acids, that carbon dioxide can make carbonic acids. So that also soft acids, but it is acids. So if you take more acidic substances, that may cause your gastric problem. And smoking and alcohol, that also cause gastritis. So we can avoid it. So I call here, see, the gastritis is the common disease of the digestive system. State 3 reasons for this disease. So we will write the answer, right? Say not having meals or skipping meals, not having meals in time. Then second answer, we can avoid it, consumption of too much, consumption of, say, consumption of too much acidic food or acid food. acidic food and spicy. It may be cause gastritis. And the third one, excessive smoking. Excessive smoking also, smoking and alcohol also having the reason for having gastritis. Okay students, we will convert to next question. So not having meals in time, consumption of too much acidic food and spicy food and excessive of alcohol also the reason. Okay, move to the next slide. Why protein digestive systems don't digest the wall of the digestive system? We already discussed about this. What is the digestive system, not only the stomach, right? Completely it's covered inside, it's covered by the mucus, right? Completely it is covered by mucus. Mucus substance as a lubricant substance, right? It's a lubricant substance. You know, the hardness food or rough foods mixed with the saliva, it is going to lubricant by help of this mucus. So the answer, we can write it, the answer like for this. Why? What is the reason? The muscles, the why protein digestion enzymes don't digest the wall of digestive system? Because the wall of digestive system also, this is wall of digestive system, right? Wall of digestive system, right? Wall of digestive system. Because the wall of digestive systems mean that is constructed by proteins. Proteins are there. So proteins are there, but the protein is not digested there, right? The protein is constructed by proteins, but the proteins don't digested by the internal circulation, right? So what is the answer? So answer can write it, the wall of the digestive system, wall of digestive system protects by layer of mucus, right? Mucus is the substance protect from the digestional enzymes, right? So that mucus in here, these are the mucus, right? Mucus layer, right? So the mucus layer help to protect from the protein digestional enzymes. Okay, we will move to the next slide. An organ which is related to the respiratory processes and its internal structure is shown in the figure. Answer the following question. Name the part A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Actually, the A as a tube, right? The A like this one, and smallest here when you see from up to bottom, this is a very narrow tubes have produced. The diameter of the tube which is going to decrease, the left side and right side, right? It's made by special substance content is here, we will study later. Anyway, A, B, C. So A is trachea. B, bronchial. Or bronchus. C, bronchials. Bronchials. D, that alveoli, or we can say alveoles. Right? Here, E. Right? So, A, B, C. What is? A is trachea, B is bronchus, bronchiolus, and alveoli. The small bags, like small bags are here, alveoli. Next question. Say, an organ which is related to the respiratory processes and its internal structure is shown in the figure. What is the respiratory surface? Shown in the diagram. So actually, the small part of this going to enlarge here, right? Small part of that one is going to, what is respiratory surface? We have find out the small bags like grapes. The small bags are the alveoli. When we analyze the alveoli, the one bag here, this is the one bag. It is well vascularized. The surface of the alveoli is well vascularized. The small blood capillaries around the alveoli. The arteries and veins also produce here. The oxygen gas, it's entered to through this bronchiolus. So when you enlarge the alveoli, we have find out the branch of artery or vein, in the lungs, red color oxygenated blood having veins, right? Pulmonary veins. And you know that pulmonary artery. Air can come here, the air, oxygen gas can come into this one. We have find out the surface. We have find out the surface called this one. The surface called the black color. I have black color arrow mark I have indicate. That is alveolar wall or alveoli. So this is the surface. Here they have asked the question, respiratory surface. So now we can understand what is the respiratory surface shown in the diagram. What is alveolar wall or alveoli? Right, small grapes like spear shape of that bags, small bags, tiny bags called alveoli. So which is help to absorb oxygen from the atmosphere, because the surface of the alveolar wall, that surface is help to dissolve gases. After that our blood capillaries can absorb it. Okay, we will move to next slide. Right to adaptation of the respiratory surface for the efficient gases exchange. Efficient gases. I already mentioned you what is the lungs. This is respiratory lungs. Inside we have find out so many alveoli, small bags are there. When you take the one alveoli, we have find out the surface fully covered by capillaries around the alveoli. It is covered by the capillaries of that. So when we see the internal surface, we have find out the moisture is the wet moisture surface inside of the alveoli. Inside of the alveoli, because when enter the gas into the alveoli, when we inhale the air, it is enter to the alveoli. What happened? This is alveoli. This is alveoli. Right? So we have find out that well vascularized and moisture, right? Therefore, in here, right to adaptation of that respiratory surface for the efficient gas exchange. Therefore, we can write the first answer, present of large number of capillaries. Capillaries mean very tiny, the dimension of blood tubes which is very narrow, very tiny dimension, right? Around the alveoli. Second one, we can write the second answer. So they have mentioned, they are expecting that. Otherwise, we can write it into the bracket, highly vascularized. Highly vascularized. Highly vascularized. And the second answer, that moist or wet, moist alveolar surface. moist alveolar surface. Third one, if you like, I can mention the shape of the alveoli is going to sphere shape. Sphere shape. Sphere shape mean the shape of the spheres also indicating the area. Increase the area. So increase the area is going to increase by the shape of that sphere. That means the sphere shape is going to increase the area. Okay, students, we will move to the next slide. What are the differences in blood compositions of the vascular vessels P and Q? That means P and Q. We already studied what is the P is, we in the heart, we already studied what is in the heart the capillaries. That means blood capillaries. Especially the lungs, say L, this is lungs, this is heart, right? The special, this is pulmonary vein, this is pulmonary artery, right? This is pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. Oxygenated blood carried by the pulmonary vein. Deoxygenated, that means carbon dioxide, is carried by the pulmonary artery. So here, what are the differences in the blood compositions of the vessels P and Q? So vessels P, they have mentioned what is, they have mentioned P, that is pulmonary vein. This is indicate P. What is this line? The another one, that red color, they have mentioned in red color, no? They have mentioned in red color. They have mentioned in red color. The blue color, they have mentioned the Q. This is Q. Okay? Now, we can aware of it. What are the differences in blood compositions of vessels P and Q? Actually, don't write the structure of the veins P and Q. That means sometimes students may write the differences between the artery and veins. Right? Here, students must aware of it. What is here? They are asking P and Q, but you know that arteries and veins are different. Artery don't have valves, vein have valves. The wall is flexible and thicker one in the arteries, but vein is not like that. So they don't expect like that, because here in this question, what did they ask? The differences of blood, not the wall of that veins or artery. But here P and Q they have mentioned. So you should write the question, see the question, what is, see the question, right? What are the differences in the blood composition of the vessels P and Q? Right? Change the screen, right? Now, okay. Composition of the vessels P and Q, right? So therefore the P, you can write the answer. You can write the answer is what? P, right? P, that is contain oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood. Q, deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood. This is the answer. But they are asking the compositions of what are they mentioned? What are? So we should write another answer also. So oxygenated blood means the concentrate of oxygen is very high. So concentrated, so P, concentrate of oxygen, right? Concentration of oxygen very high, right? Oxygen we can write O2, right? O2 is high. Then here in the B, concentration of CO2. So sometime it will hide it in this area, sometime hide it, you can find out. So concentration of CO2 less, sorry, concentration of DOC is high, right? Here the concentrate of CO2 is very high because CO2 carried to the lungs. Then oxygen is very high here, right? What are the differences they are asking? So you can say the P, otherwise you can deviate the two like this table, put P and Q, write it first points, what is oxygenated blood and this is deoxygenated blood. Second point, the concentrate of oxygen is very high, the concentration of carbon dioxide is very high. Okay, we will move to next slide. To which chamber does the blood flows through the P? So which chamber mean they expecting, I think this is from the heart, right? So you know the heart, this is lungs, so here the pulmonary vein, next side pulmonary artery. According to these questions we have find out the letters. This is Q, this is P, right? So the heart, it has 4 chambers. This is left atrium, this is left ventricle, this is right atrium and right ventricle. So left atrium means atrium, we can say atrium also, same, V atrium, left atrium, right atrium and right ventricle and left ventricle. To which chamber does the blood flows through the P? Right, which chamber through the P? So left atrium. Here this is the answer, left atrium. So answer is left atrium, or atrium, sorry, left atrium. Okay students, today we just discussed in the questions and answers from our textbook. We will continue in next class. Thank you very much.